Israeli television has broadcast an interview with a special forces officer who took part in the attack and suffered a stab wound. He is the soldier who is seen being thrown down from the upper deck. He says he opened fire when an activist came at him with a knife.
To Gaza, to Hamas, which is waging war against Israel.
Gaza, where last year Israel killed 1,700 Palestinians in a brutal assault to stop militants firing rockets. Gaza, which Israel has blockaded for 3 years, denying it the concrete and steel to rebuild, turning it into a virtual open prison. Israel hoped the world would forget Gaza. That's now backfired.
The situation in Gaza is unsustainable and unacceptable.
All I can hear is screaming and bullets all over the place on top of Marmara, and that's the Turkish ship, and the helicopters on top, and they are dropping soldiers. And as you can see, is screaming and fires and bullets.
Once the soldiers were there, they had no choice but to defend their lives. But a priori, we were being attacked on an image level, and therefore we should have prepared and responded on an image level and on the narrative level, and we could have won that.
By Huwaida Araf from the Free Gaza movement. She was in one of the 6 ships, the Challenger, which was raided by the Israelis. Huwaida, first, you could see what was going on the big Turkish ship. And therefore, from the reports also on our programme tonight, people were armed and ready with sticks to get the commandos as soon as they arrived in the boat. Is that the case?
I don't know. I can't say that the people were armed and ready. We had discussed a lot about using just our bodies to repel any invasion. They did radio us. We identified ourselves. We told them that we are unarmed civilians. We have parliamentarians with us. We have reporters with us, doctors, journalists, lawyers, and we are carrying humanitarian aid headed for the Gaza Strip.
The amount of, I couldn't even count how many ships there were in the water. It was just literally bristling with ships, helicopter, gunfire. I mean, the whole thing was, it was horrific. It was absolutely horrific what happened.
I don't have specific information on that yet to offer you. I do know the following. We approached this operation, rightly or wrongly, but as a police operation, and you saw the sort of armaments our servicemen used. The idea was to take the boats to the port of Ashdod, not to have a violent conflict.
Well, it's clearly creating a major problem for them in the terms of international public opinion and in the context of United Nations and, of course, the context of Israel's relations with Europe and Turkey. So it's a pretty damaging development.
The Palestinian Authority has condemned the attack, and the Fatah movement has condemned the attack, and we collectively as the Palestinian society condemn such attack. I think Israel had made a fool of itself.
The idea was a police action designed to divert the ships to the port. Now, we did 6 interceptions yesterday. 5 of them were achieved peacefully. In 1, there was violence. And that was clear because of this group of IHH, the Turkish Islamic radical group that was on the boat and was dead set on violence. We didn't want to see the violence.
And around the world, from every one of them, it seemed, there was more anger or questions about Israel's raid on the convoy and its continued blockade of Gaza. Visiting one of his wounded commandos, Prime Minister Netanyahu defended the assault in which 9 pro-Palestinian activists were killed. Israel's claim, backed by its military video, is that troops only fired in self-defense when they were attacked and beaten by activists begging for a fight. But some passengers insisted Israelis were the aggressors, needlessly attacking a convoy on a peaceful mission to deliver humanitarian aid. Aboard a sister ship, a retired U.S. diplomat didn't witness the violence, only the disappointment.
This could have worked out well. It could have been a contribution to what everybody wants.
This Turkish woman huddled with her infant child. I was hiding in my room, she said. Bullets were hitting the ceiling above us. I saw 4 bodies, this German doctor said. They died from heavy ammunition, not rubber bullets.
Prime Minister Netanyahu convened an emergency cabinet meeting today to deal with the diplomatic crisis and some very tough questions from colleagues on how, despite using their best troops, it went so badly wrong.
And Israel did say today it will release all the activists from the ship, but we know that another ship will try to run the blockade in the coming days.
There is a real issue, which is that this blockade has now been going on for a very long time. I don't think it's in Israel's long-term interest to have this collective confinement of many, many people in one of the most packed and wretched slithers of land.